Blog Talk Radio.
MOF Radio, when you want to know what's up in the MOF.
Look, if you had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment, did you capture it? Just let it slip. Yo. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he...
MOF Radio. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to MOF Radio. This is episode 2 of season 26, and we're right in the swing of things, as it's been a full week since we've opened the season. Now, before we start the show, we have some unfortunate news about Vin Caderano. As you know, young cat, his father passed away last night, so we offer our condolences to Vin. His family is in our hearts, for sure. You're in our prayers. MOF, brother, that's never going to change, so Vin, he's going to be taking a week off or so. He's going to let me know if he can continue with the season. We really hope that he does, but we understand the circumstances. So let's say a little prayer for him tonight, guys, all right? Through this tough time, and hopefully everything's okay. So with that, we've got a pretty good start to the season. I think with Sunday being the deadline, we have 3 games left in week 1, which is great. We have 4 games left in week 2, and only 2 games left in week 3. So that's just 9 games to go. Excellent job, guys. And here I thought we were going to have a problem. Stupid me, right? I might add that the PVR streaming of games has been a great success. I think Dagger is the one to thank. He's the one that kind of brought it to our attention to get this PVR, to stream our games so the entire league can watch us play. So it's been great. And I think right now we're actually streaming the Eagles and Broncos as we speak. If you go to twitch.tv /Duran8907, you can watch the game. The Broncos are leading right now, 21-0. So far, yeah, not too good for him, huh? Anyway, with that said, last night we opened up week 4 and 5, and we already saw some games go down, including yours truly. Tonight I played Denver, and what a game that was! I tell you what, I have nothing but the utmost respect now for Coach Duran after that game. It was just a great game. You can't really say much about it. What was that? Anyway, with that said, like I said, we have a wonderful game we played. I got drive down to the field, tie the game at 17. There was about 45 seconds left. I kicked back off to him, and he returned the ensuing kickoff right into my territory with about 25 seconds left. Then he set up the walk-off field goal, beat me 20-17. And I'll tell you right now, kickoff returns are going to be a real problem this year. But nevertheless, he deserved to win. Congrats to you. No hard feelings. Because I was able to redeem myself against MX and the Chargers after that, winning that game 31-14. So, sorry, MX, I had to take that out on you. So, but enough about me. Let's take a look at the standings so far with the games played, okay? Let's get this Monday Night Football theme going here. Can we hear that? All right. So, for the first 3 weeks, some teams played 4, some teams played 3, some teams only played 1. But everyone at least played 1 game, which is great. The AFC East right now looks like it's being dominated right now by the Jets. Coach Latin Yank is 3-0. He's running away with the division already. The second place team is UK Cat, which pretty much thought he'd be in second place right now, but he's 1-3. He's not playing that great. You got the Pats at 0-3, kind of disappointing. And then you got the Bills at 0-1. So, with that said, it looks like the Jets are going to be dominating this division. Well, I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. Please let me know if this is blast, please. Can you hear me? I want to make sure you can hear me, guys. Hello? All right, good. Anyway, the AFC East is pretty much done already. I know it's only week 3, but Jets 3-0, Dolphins 1-3. I don't know. I think Alex is getting that Madden tip ready. He's ready to go, and he's playing great. Then you got the AFC North, which is it's a shocker to me right now, because the Steelers, I got a sexy wife who, season in and season out, this guy's a perennial playoff team. So it's kind of surprising to see him start 0-3. And he's already 3 games back of the Ravens and Bengals, who are just dominating right now. Ravens a little bit better than the Bengals, but both these teams look like they're going to be fighting for that first place spot all season long. So if the Steelers really want to make some noise, they better start winning soon. I know it's early, but you're already in a hole, boy, so you better get it going. Not to mention the Browns at 1-2. We're really not expecting too much of the Browns. But so we move to the AFC South. You got another really good division. It's an underrated division. Because, first of all, in last place, you got the Texans and Q Peasy, who, again, another coach that season in and season out, he's a really good coach. He makes the playoffs usually every year. So Peasy is 1-2 with the Texans, which is a shocker. In first place, you got the Colts and Titans tied at 3-0. Chieffer D, no surprise there. You got the Titans. DeVito, welcome back, boy. You're 3-0. You're playing great. It's great to have him back. He's a Hall of Fame potential coach, and you guys are going to see firsthand. Not many of you remember him, but I remember him very well. And you got Woody on his comeback tour with the Jaguars, who's 4-1, playing great. So that division's up in the air. It's a really good division, and hopefully it keeps going this way. Then you got the AFC West, which is a lot like the AFC East. The Broncos, who we mentioned before, played great against me. He's beating the Eagles right now as we speak. He's about to move to 4-1. He's just playing lights out right now. And he could be the favorite right now in the AFC. I mean, you never know. But then you got the Chargers, Chiefs, and Raiders, who are all winless. I mean, geez. You got MMX and the Chargers, 0-4, very disappointing. The Chiefs and Duck Fat, 0-3. And then the Raiders, who we expected some things from Madden USA, who was 0-2. So that wraps up the AFC. I'm not really going to give you a favorite. It's only week 3, but week 5, whatever you want to call it. So then we go to the NFC East, which is always going to be a great division. Everyone but the Giants right now are playing very well. You got the Redskins, who he only played 2 games, but he's 2-0. You know, we expect nothing less from Coach Betts. And then you got myself at 4-0 with the Cowboys. I really wanted to be 5-0. That would have been nice to see, but I'll take 4-1 all day. And you got the Eagles, who are 3-1, and right now they're not playing too well against the Broncos, so they might move to 3-2 and be behind the Cowboys and Redskins. Then you got the NFC North with the Packers right now sitting 2-0 and in first place. Then you got the Vikings and Coach Dagger, who AP put up about 230 yards rushing in his first game, so expect more of that. We might have a 4,000-yard rusher this season with AP. Then you got Bears and Youngcat, who already lost the game. He lost one to the Bengals, so he's 1-1. He's going to be taking his little break. So hopefully when he comes back, he'll be nice and fresh. And then in the Lions, you got Fuzzberg at 1-2. Fuzzberg is not one to be too shy about how he feels about this game this season. He seems that he can't play defense too well, but it'll come together, Fuzzberg. You're a good coach. You know what to do. You know how to play. So I think it'll go through. Then you got the NFC South with the champion Panthers at 2-0. Then you got the Saints at Coach Crazy, who's playing pretty good with the Saints. He's 2-1. The Bucks at 2-2. Jay Fon 2-2. And then Team KA, the Falcons are 1-1 right now. I expect this division to be very, very good. I know I predicted the Buccaneers to win 4 games, but right now he's already halfway there, so it looks like he's getting it together. So we'll see what happens there. And now, last but not least, the NFC. I'm going to call it the NFC least, actually, and not the NFC West, because so far this division has been nothing but a disappointment. You got the Rams leading the division at 1-2. The Niners are 1-2. I didn't expect the Niners to be 1-2 after 3 games. I mean, this team is just absolutely loaded, and Coach Trigger Dan is the coach. I mean, this guy is season in, season out. Like I said before, he's another one. He's in the playoffs all the time. So, wow, I just watched the Jets catch a 50-yard pass. Awesome. Anyway, the NFC West is very bad. Cardinals 0-3, Seahawks 0-3. We didn't expect to see that, but hopefully some of these guys get over 500 soon because it don't look too good, buddy. All right, so now with that said, I'm going to go through a couple weeks here. Week 1, I think I got a surprise game. The surprise to me is Steelers. The Steelers that only scored 7 points against the Titans. I mean, geez. It's just really odd to see Coach Ron with 7 points. I mean, I don't know what's going on with him, but he really needs to turn it around because if he doesn't, he's going to be in the hole real quick. So, week 2, my surprise. Let me see. You can say, Coach MMX with the Chargers isn't playing too well, but the Chargers, I mean, can't really expect too much from them. Maybe the Raiders. I mean, it could be the Seahawks. I'm going to go with the Raiders. The Raiders, we expected a lot from him, and he only scored 16 against the Jags, the very terrible Jaguars who put up 34 points. It just goes to show you that if you're a good coach, you can win with any team. You really can. So the Raiders are our disappointment of week 2. Week 3, you can look around. You can say, QPs was beat down by the Ravens, 31-10. You could say you can even give the Panthers disappointment because they only beat the Giants 20-17. If they would have lost that game, this league would be up in arms. Let's see. Rams, maybe not really. You got, I'm going to give it to Team KA and the Falcons being our disappointment of week 3 because he only put up 10 points against the Dolphins, who are 1-3. So not very good there. So now we're going to go to week 4 here. Week 4 opens up. Niners and Rams is going to be a huge game. The winner of this game is going to be over 500 finally, and they're going to be leading the NFC West. I like the Rams in this game because Coach Kane's Bucks knows how to win. Not that Trigger Dan doesn't know how to win, but I just like Kane's Bucks here. Other than that, there's a couple of games, a couple of really good games to watch out for. You got the Colts and Jags, who already played. The Colts beat them 27-17, which was a huge game early in the season. You got Bears-Lions, which is a big game for both those teams. But the Jets-Titans, both 3-0. I think they're playing tomorrow night. Or maybe it's tonight. I forgot what Alex said, but that's going to be a great game. I mean, got Coach DeVito against Coach Latin Yank. It should be good. So we look forward to that one, too. Then week 5, we move to week 5, which is also open. We saw so far the Bengals shut the Patriots down 31-0. The Bengals are playing very good, dangerous team. We also saw the Packers beat Detroit 35-17. And as we do this, right now the Eagles just scored a touchdown, and they are down 28-10 in the third quarter to the Broncos with 42 seconds left in the third. So we'll keep you posted as that game goes final. And the Eagles also won in week 5, too. They won 38-17 over the Giants. And some other games to watch out for. The Jets-Falcons should be great. Texans-Niners, one team's going to have 3 losses, which is pretty crazy after 5 weeks. So, yeah, that should be great. Now, we don't have any callers yet. No surprise there. So, real quick, I don't mean to beat a dead horse here, but we definitely need some donations for MMX. He's getting our website ready. He's making it great. It's going to have a lot of new features. I know some of you guys have said, wide receiver slots, you put in 6 or 7 and only 4 show up. So that's going to be fixed. A lot of things are going to be fixed. I mean, you can go to leaguecentral.net/NNL, and then you can check his hockey league out. And all the features you see there, you'll see with us too. So it's going to be a very, very nice site. I'm looking forward to it, but it's not free, and I can't afford it by myself. So all the donations that you guys can send out are great. so far. Thanks for what you sent so far, but we definitely do need more. So whatever you can do, I appreciate it very, very much. So what am I going to do now since we have no callers is broadcast some of this game here because it looks like the Broncos scored so fast that I didn't even see what happened here. But they're now up 35-10 with time clicking away in the third quarter. And the Eagles down inside the goal here. We got Vic passing back here and rolling out, and he runs for a touchdown. And it looks like the Eagles have cut the lead 35-17 going into the fourth quarter. So this is going to be a pretty nice game to watch if you guys want to tune in again. Like I said, twitch.tv/Duran8907. I got a feeling this might be a nice finish here for these teams. All right, so with that, I'm going to take a look at some of the passing leaders so far through the first week of the season. Right now, leading in the yardage category would be Blaine Gabbert. And no, I did not say that wrong. It is Blaine Gabbert with 1,199 yards leading the MOF. And then yours truly, Tony Romo Sexual, is in second with 1,187 yards. Now, touchdown passes through 4 games, just 4 games, Mr. Roklo and Michael Vick have 11 touchdown passes. Very nice. He's on pace for 44 touchdowns, which would not be the record, but MVP candidate, definitely. Second place, you got two quarterbacks, but let me point out, Geno Smith has 9 touchdowns and no interceptions through 3 games. Very impressive for Coach Latin Yank, very impressive. And Josh Freeman, through 4 games, also has 9 touchdowns. So good job to those guys. And take a look at the rushing leaders for the first week of the season. Leading the MOF in yards rushed is Maurice Jones-Drew and Coach Woody again. So Woody leads in passing yards and rushing yards through 5 games. Maurice Jones-Drew with 555. Then you got DeMarco Murray, who is in second place with 496 yards through 5 games, which is almost about 100 yards a game he's averaging. And then LaShawn McCoy with 405 through 4. Leading the MOF in touchdowns, you got Jones-Drew again with 8 touchdowns. You got Murray again with 6 touchdowns. And Chris Johnson has 5 touchdowns. So some good numbers through the first week. Then we look at receiving. Leading the MOF in receptions is Jason Witten. On my team, he has 24 receptions. Then you got Demaryius Thomas for the Broncos, who has 23. And then Victor Cruz and Heath Miller are tied with 21 each in third place. And then in receiving yards, number 1, Deshaun Jackson, Mr. Roklo, 494 through 4 games. Very, very nice. And then second is Demaryius Thomas, again, with 472. Peyton Manning loves that guy, and so does Duran. So. And then Victor Cruz is the third leading receiver in yards with 461. Touchdowns, Demaryius Thomas again, right up top, 7 touchdowns. Deshaun Jackson, 6 touchdowns. Calvin Johnson, 4 touchdowns. So, again, like I said, very good numbers through the first week. And let's check in on this game here. The Broncos scored again real quick, and then they're up 42-17 with just under 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Eagles ball. Looks like this game is just about over. So congrats to the Broncos. I don't mean to say this game's over, but pretty much over. So now we look at the defensive leaders through the first week of the season. Leading in tackles is Bruce Carter from the Cowboys with 26. Tackles for loss, we have 3 players tied with 7 so far. Burfict from Cincinnati, Clay Matthews from the Packers, and Von Miller all have 7 tackles for loss, and which is pretty impressive. Clay Matthews has 7 through 2, so pretty impressive. We got a bunch of players tied with 4 sacks. I'm not going to name them all, but we got 4 as the league. Forced fumbles, just 1, which isn't, forced fumbles isn't really a big thing this edition, I feel like. And neither is touchdowns. A lot of people complain about pick sixes last edition in Madden 13. Pick sixes are not very common this game, so it'll be a little more realistic. But leading in interceptions is Bruce Carter from the Cowboys and Leon Hall from the Bengals. You also got Claiborne from the Cowboys and Fletcher from the Eagles also have up there with 4. And through a week, we only have 4 defensive touchdowns. That's pretty crazy. But I do have one of them. Huh? All right, so with that, still no callers. I guess no one wanted to call in tonight. But I'd like to congratulate Coach Youngcat, who has been nominated to the Hall of Fame class of 2013. He was the only one to make it this year. Like I said, how it works is the most votes, which was 16. He had 16 votes. The next person to get in would need at least 60% of that. So the next person getting in would need at least 10 votes, and the next highest voting votes was 8 for Ron, Coach I Got a Sexy Wife. So they didn't get in, unfortunately. But Youngcat did get in. Real quick, he started season 17. He came in and took over for the Chargers. He went 5-2 and almost made the playoffs, or did he? No, he almost made the playoffs, didn't make it. I remember the noise he made and the buzz around the league when he came in, man. He took those Chargers and played great. And then season 18 was cut short. He was the Jaguars. He finished 10-2. He lost in the playoffs, but very, very nice job. Season 19 was his first Super Bowl title with the Eagles. He finished 13-3, and then went right to the Super Bowl and won that one. And then season 20, he was the Rams, which was his worst season, his worst regular season, but he still made the playoffs. He finished 9-7. He was a wild card, and he won and lost in the divisional round. Then he got season 21. He was the Atlanta Falcons. He made the Super Bowl, but he lost it. He finished 12-4 that year. Then season 22, that's when he won his second title. 15-1 he finished with the Bears. And he was dominant in this edition of Madden. And then season 23, he was undefeated. He was only the second coach ever to go undefeated. They both did it with the Bears, so go figure. And he lost. Which is funny. He lost to the Redskins in the playoffs after going undefeated. So that was pretty disappointing. The season after that, he was the Titans. He made the Super Bowl again, but this time he lost again to Coach Betts. He went 15-1 with the Titans, and then last season he was with the Giants, and he went 13-3, losing in the playoffs to the Panthers. But Madden 13 was very, very kind to Coach Youngcat. He was 59-5 in the regular season, which was just out of control. He was amazing, winning one Super Bowl with the Bears and losing one with the Titans. But we congratulate you for the Hall of Fame. Very nice job. So we're going to open the phone lines up here. Any callers want to call in or what? We have about 6 minutes left. And right now we jump back to the game here where the Broncos are leading the Eagles 45-17 with 2:42 left. Looks like Vic just ran the QB option. Well, that's McCoy. I can't really see too well. McCoy just ran about 20 yards there. That was very nice. So it looks like 2:35 left. Broncos are leading the Eagles 45-17. Like I mentioned before, both teams coming into the game at 3-1. The Broncos riding very, very high off that huge victory of Dallas. I'm hoping Chris Duran didn't drink too much after that game and celebrate, because I know it's a big win beating the commish, especially when I'm bitching all over the place on the blast group. So Vic in shotgun here. He looks around, rolling to the right, and he's picked off. He's picked off by Carter there, user pick by the Broncos. And this game is looking like it might be ticking down here. Broncos will take over. 2:30 left. They're on their own 37. Eagles have all 3 timeouts, and they're gonna need a miracle to come back here. They need 3 touchdowns. They need 4 touchdowns. They need 28 points. It's gonna be tough. But Manning has come back. He snaps back here to ball. He loses 1. And the Eagles look like they're gonna let the clock run out here. There's a 2-minute warning. But you know what? I think I would call a timeout here. I would definitely call a timeout. Conserve all the time you can. And hopefully get that ball back and get lucky. Well, the Broncos are coming out in the huddle here. I don't know if they're going to hike it, though. I wouldn't. Wow, they hiked the ball. They just gave Philly an extra timeout. As the 2-minute warning hits, it's 3rd and 5. Broncos are up 45-17, like we mentioned before. Monte Ball had a very big game, over 100 yards rushing. Duran looking to really make some noise and really open some eyes here in the MOF. But with this win, he's going to go 4-1, and people better start recognizing. They really better start recognizing, because the Broncos are a very good team. And Manning throws the ball to Demaryius Thomas for about 15 yards. That's going to do it right there. And Thomas throws his arm out, first down. The clock starts ticking. So congrats to Duran for winning that game. He's going to move to 6-1, like we said. No callers still. About 4 minutes to go. What else can we talk about here? Let's see. Power rankings we can go over real quick. The power rankings were updated last night. Good old Jamie Dukes has the Panthers at number 1. Remember, this is not reflecting all games that have been played so far. So the Panthers come in number 1 in the rankings. No surprise there. They're going to stay 1 until they lose, which they should. Young Cat and the Bears are number 2, but that was before he lost to the Bengals, so he will move down, I guess, when the new rankings are out next week. Number 3 was the Redskins at 2-0, deserving, obviously. And number 4 was the Ravens at 3-0. Some people say, Big Dre's 3-0. How come he's not ahead? Well, it's because you're not going to lose spots because one team has more games played than you. It's the way it is. Then the Cowboys, number 5, 3-0. And that's top 5 power rankings. And Manning right now is under huddle. We've got about 40 seconds left. One more snap, and Ball runs it, and that's going to do it. The Eagles dropped to 3-2, and it'll be a third place in their division. Next week they have a big game with Dallas coming up. It's going to be good. So don't adjust your TVs. Just watch it on Twitch. Watch the game. It's going to be fun. So week 4 is coming up. You can check the expert picks out. We got a panel of fictional handicappers. So I handicap each game. They pick them. So enjoy that, guys. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm going to leave the show now. I'm going to thank everybody for opening the weeks up, playing great, playing all our games. It's only 9 games to go before Sunday's deadline. So great job on that, guys. Hopefully this broadcast sounds great. I got the new microphone. If it doesn't, I'm going to be pissed off, but yeah, whatever. So, guys, good luck. Week 4 and 5. Keep Vinny and Paulie in your prayers. Quick update on Paulie. I talked to him last week. He said his boy is still in the hospital. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but just keep him in your prayers. I check him with Paulie here and there, so hopefully everything's okay. So thanks, guys. Have a great night, and this is MOF Radio.